From hand, body, leg immobilization attack, but from the ground and from standing and as well. Okay, usually sometimes even when you see a boxing match and a boxer is getting based up, he's getting hit, you know, what usually happens? The other boxer usually goes ahead and grabs him, right? So let's say if I'm hitting Brady like this and I'm hitting, and he doesn't want to feel like getting hit anymore, what he's going to do, he's going to come in and grab me and tie up my hands so I can't hit him anymore. And the referee is like, okay, break. That is immobilizing my hands, right, so I can't hit him. So even boxers do this as well, all right? Or in another scenario, it could be this. I could be immobilize his hand for a split second to disrupt his attack or defense and attack right away. So Brady could have his hands up like this. I'd be like, listen, I don't want to fight. I didn't know she was a girlfriend. I'm sorry. And I trap his hands and I go ahead and hit him, right? That's could be another way of immobilizing his hand or disrupting his attack or block by doing it. One more time. I'm here. Listen, I don't want to fight. I'm here. And then I go ahead and throw my punches, just trapping his hands and then firing right away. Or another thing that we could do if he's ready to fight and like, listen, I'm sorry. You know, I'm putting my hands up. I act like I don't really want to fight. And I can go ahead and arm drag him. Now I have his back. All right, so I can arm drag that hand to that hand. All right, listen, I'm gonna make him feel confident, like I'm a wuss and I don't really want to fight. I want to cut my way out of it. He's gonna feel confident, then I'm gonna go and arm drag him like this. Right, that's another way. Another way, you know, in judo or in the silat, we're tying each other up here. I'm immobilizing his leg. So how I'm immobilizing the leg or taking away his base is I come here and step and I go ahead and sweep. All right, good. That's another way. Or another way in Muay Thai boxing, when he goes throws his head to the right round kick, he throws the right round kick, my rib. There you go. Do it again. And I go here and I catch. So now I'm immobilizing his leg. And once I catch, I can either take him down or I can go into a submission from that position. All right? So there's a lot of ways you could go ahead and immobilize the hands, body, or leg. Or even in wrestling sometimes a lot, where they come in, they'll shoot in for the single leg. I'm immobilizing his leg so I can go ahead and take him down to a sweep or a throw. So that could happen as well, okay? So on the ground now, if let's say I hit my opponent, he falls to the floor or whatever, I don't want him to be able to come back up and get pissed off at me more and come ahead and attack me with more rage and with more anger. So what if I have the advantage of hitting my opponent on the floor, why am I gonna allow him to come back up and hit me again? So once he's on the floor, whether he's tripped, falls over a plant, coffee table, or whatever, once he's tripped over and he's on the floor, or actually I put him on the floor, I'm going to immobilize his body to a knee mount like here. If I'm concerned about him grabbing my groin, I'm going to trap and go to knee mount here a little bit further. Here, just like that. I can punch him, or I can find a submission. Okay, find a submission here. Okay, or from here, I can find a more dominant position for the arm. Okay, so when a lot of trapping arts, like, you know, or some people say, oh, trapping doesn't work, you know, the Wing Chun Kung Fu, that stuff doesn't work, it's not in the UFC. They do that all the time. The Brazilians, they trap the body. This is a body trap. I'm pinning him so he can't move and making his life uncomfortable. So I might be trapping his upper body here, all right, going in case of Tommy, trapping his upper body here. There's a lot of attacks I could do from here, grabbing this arm and stuff like that, attacking his neck if I wanted to from this position, right? If I transition into mount now, this is also another way of I'm trapping his body, all right? Trapping his body, coming here. I'm trapping his body here, so I can start utilizing and taking his back. So all those positions that we just did is a body trap, okay? Or what about trapping his lower body? Sometimes, like I just did a takedown, a double leg takedown. Here, I'm trapping his lower body right here. He might be pushing on me and shrimping out, pushing off, shrimping out, shrimping out. And then I go ahead and mount here, trapping his upper body. So it could go from trapping his lower body and trapping his upper body again. So it's a trap, you know? Or a lot of times in, you know, when we do the Bong San Wing Chun Kung Fu, it's also found in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, right? I could go ahead and trap his legs, and hit his legs to come around and take side control. So if I have the structure here, and I put it between his knees right here, and I put pressure on him here, grab his knee here, and start walking around. If I pull out my hand, it's still the same structure. found in the Wing Chun Kung Fu, which is a bong sound. So the ground has trapping as well. Trapping his foot, his feet, his legs, his hands, as well as his body. Okay, and that's the hand, leg, body immobilization found in the Jeet system.